set, hauls it in. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Seahawks, first down.
This is Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Tackle made at
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Wilson's pass.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Judy. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. Forced out to his... And the pressure gets to him again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Deep ball for good. It got his man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On the ground, it's Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Carson.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He gets it in the hands of Geis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 21. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Wilson will throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Throwaway. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. To throw again is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Darius Geis.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
And 2 yards to go.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and a yard, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Unfortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Myers' kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They toss it out right to Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you little? And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion. And
I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
From the gun, Haskins. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back now at FedEx Field. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun. Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Wilson airing it out for Olsen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, it's Geis. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 29. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 27, Haskins. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Slant. Check. Hey, check. Hot. Back.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here we go with Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Haskins. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington 36. Seahawks.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing now is Wilson. His throw here's incomplete. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Sean Lattimore there defensively.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For DK Metcalf, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Wilson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Washington,
they move.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera system incredible. Yeah, can't put $1, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear.